Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Good morning. As we begin the ceremony today, Dalhousie would like to acknowledge that we are on traditional Mi'kmaq territory. Welcome to Convocation. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a day of celebration of completions and of beginnings. As we proceed with the presentation of diplomas and degrees today, we would like the ceremony to reflect that sense of celebration and not be too formal. So please, feel free, show your enthusiasm, and cheer for your new graduates. That's the spirit. Everyone is invited to move around the auditorium for photographs, including the few rows at the front to my right. Please be mindful that you may be blocking people behind you. This is your day, so go ahead, take the photographs, take the selfies, post them, and send your best to us on Twitter at #DalGrad. Now it's my job. I'm the official record keeper for Twitter. Although it looks like the other day. So don't forget, #DalGrad. And as always, Convocation is being webcast, so you can see it again and again. Just go to the Dalhousie website. It is now my pleasure to introduce the President and Vice Chancellor of Dalhousie University, Dr. Richard Florazone, to give the opening remarks.
Well, thank you, Dr. Waters, and good morning to all of you. Welcome to Dalhousie's Convocation, your Convocation for Spring 2016. It's my pleasure to begin our festivities by introducing to you our platform party, who are here to witness and celebrate the wonderful achievements of our graduates. I will ask each member of the platform party to stand when your name is called and remain standing until everyone has been introduced. To begin with, our Chancellor, Ms. A. Ann McClellan. One of Dalhousie's honored elders, Jerry Musquois LeBlanc from the Nakaway Nation. Dr. Carolyn Waters, our Provost and Vice President Academic. Dr. Arig Al-Sheba, Vice Provost Student Affairs. Dr. Mike McAllister, Acting Assistant Vice President, Enrollment Management and Registrar. Mr. Jeff Lamb, Assistant Vice President, Facilities Management. Mr. Dwight Fisher, Assistant Vice President, Information Technology Systems. Dr. Mark Filiaggi, Associate Vice President, Research. Dr. Kevin Hewitt, our Chair of Senate. Dr. Catherine Harmon, Vice Chair of Senate. And health professions grads, give it up for your Dean, Dr. Will Webster, Dean of the Faculty of Health Professions. Dr. Dieter Peltzer, Associate Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies. Ms. Rhiannon Macahonyak, Vice President Internal, DSU. Now I'd like to turn to the directors of each of our health profession schools, and I expect a big round of applause from anyone who's in those schools. First off, Joy Armstrong, Director, Human Communications Disorders. No communication disorders there. Joe Byrne, Director of Health Admin. They sound suitably organized and administrative. That's good. Fred McGinn, Director of Health and Human Performance. Wow. Wow. Woo. That might be the best performance at Convocation 2016. Carol Gillis, School of Health Sciences. And finally, our Convocation speaker today and the Director of Physiotherapy, Dr. P. Ann Fennedy. Could I please ask all other staff and faculty on the stage to please rise and be recognized? Ladies and gentlemen, your platform party. Thank you. Chancellor McClellan, members of our academic procession, parents, family members, friends, honored guests, and most importantly, you, our graduates. Each of you so richly deserves to be celebrated today after years of hard work and study. I look forward to shaking each of your hands as you cross this stage, and I get to hand you your degree at the other end. But let me take this moment to say to each of you, congratulations, very well done. So over the next hour or so, you will join the ranks of the Dalhousie Alumni Association, which has more than 130,000 alumni around the world. Like you, all of those 130,000 received a world-class education. It really is an education here at Dal that is second to none and that can equip you to achieve anything. Does that sound like an overstatement? Because I assure you it isn't. Half a century ago, a young man from Cape Breton was sitting where you are today. It was 1964, and Art MacDonald had just received his bachelor's degree in physics from Dalhousie University. He would go on to complete a master's at Dal and then a PhD at Caltech, one of the world's greatest universities. But the story doesn't stop there. Art went on to become one of the world's preeminent physicists, with a career that took him from Chalk River to professorships at Princeton and at Queen's University. Then last fall, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in physics for his groundbreaking work on neutrinos, measuring their oscillations and their mass. It is a discovery that has fundamentally altered our understanding of the universe, and it was recognized with the highest academic honor in the world, the Nobel Prize, to a graduate of Dalhousie. So you see where I'm going with this. Each of you has that potential within you. Maybe it isn't a Nobel Prize, but how will you rise up to seize that potential? How will you choose to shine in the world? Dr. MacDonald pointed the way. In his Nobel acceptance speech in Stockholm, Art said, "It has been said that behind every success there is effort. Behind the effort, there is passion. And behind the passion, there are people with the courage to try." Effort, passion, the courage to try. Graduates, today the sun sets on your time at Dalhousie, but a new day awaits you, and it's one filled with promise and potential. Seize it with effort, with passion, and with courage. Rise and shine, graduates. Congratulations, and thank you.
Graduates, can you please rise? Madam Chancellor, as acting chair of the Senate of Dalhousie University, I ask you to confer degrees on those candidates whose names have been approved by Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit to their respective degrees and diplomas with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Those candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of that degree and whose names have been approved by Senate. Admito vos ad gradum.
Graduates, you may be seated.
I now call upon Dr. William Webster, the Dean of the Faculty of Health Professions, to present the candidates who are here today receiving diplomas and degrees, followed by Dr. Dieter Peltzer, the Associate Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, to present the candidates who are here today to receive higher degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidate who has fulfilled the requirements for the Diploma in Health Service Administration. Jennifer Erin Como. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Health Science. Felicia Vera Almeida with distinction. Pardon? Say it again. Aliyah Jade Catherine Benoit. Katrina Jean Boudreau. Monica Brideau. Jillian Mary Michelle Chamberlain with distinction in the University Medal in Health Sciences. William Peter Crean with distinction. Carolyn Marie Darling. Donovan James Dion with distinction. Simon Henry Doucette. Jennifer Angela Downey with distinction. Melissa Dujay. Katie Shirley Louise Goodwin. Pamela Maureen Golden with distinction. Samantha Hagan with distinction. Megan Alicia Laffin. Melissa Landry with distinction. James William Leach with distinction. Michael Liberatore. Lauren Page Lumsden with distinction. Tiffany Nora McLean. Nicole Marie McNeil with distinction. Jocelyn Nicole Marshall with distinction. Melanie Donna Matthews with distinction. Krista Marlene McNamara. William Alexander McNeil. Sarah Louise Morrison. Nicole Moraz. Brendan Cordell O'Brien. Christina Fom Savannah with distinction. Lorianne Ryan. Erin Elizabeth Smythe. Aaron Stephen with distinction. Inchi Chong. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Health Promotion. Michael Charles Bolter. Elizabeth Frances Camus. Meredith Rose Cox with distinction. Catherine Carolyn Furlong. Shannon Veronica Hazlitt. Mackenzie Mary Wynn Jones. Vanessa Sidney Linton with first-class honors. Amanda Gale McLeod. Alicia Murphy. Kristen Lee Rogers. Felicia Dawn Rushton. Malcolm Otto Scott with first-class honors. Christy Lee Silversides with first-class honors. Carmen Melissa Stewart with first-class honors. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled the degree of Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Matilda Lou Barrett with distinction. Lauren Marie Belalacqua. Bryn Billings. Elise Danielle Bilodeau with distinction. Rebecca Boscariel. Melissa Boylan. Justin Courtney Brooks with first-class honors. Adriana Marie Broussard with distinction. Sang Mok Choi with distinction. Mason Kyle George Clark. Zachary Lawrence Coates. Joanna Cohen. Megan Lori Costello with distinction. Jaleesa Marieka Den Hartog with first-class honors. Victoria Mary Duncan. Tamar Ellis. Tifi Faromika. Corinne Phil. Josette Renee Fernandez. Adam Gilby. Kaylee Jane Glendenning. Sean Edward Hagan. Tristram Alexander Hanna. Bria Elizabeth Harry. Morgan Elizabeth Hawks. Stephanie Rachel Hemstock. Lori Brianne Highland. Jack Francis Hull. Erica Lindsay Jenkins. Andrew Bennett Johnston. Alexandra Miriam Josie. Justin Lee. Andre Joseph LeBlanc. Shelby Lynn Allison Leopold. Mackenzie Stephen Long. Emily Lena Malone. Taylor Alexandra Marsh with distinction. Alyssa Christina Matty. Rianne McAleer. How you doing? Good. Very well, thanks. Yeah. Cara Ann McCallum. Christy Mary McDermott. Connor Blake McGregor with first-class honors. Bretton Douglas McCrae. Nagy Rama McHale with distinction. Sarah Moss. John Murray. Jordan Bruce Murray. Carissa Charlotte and Nicole Poulin. Jasmine Alexis Prue with first-class honors. Marissa Elise Taylor Raitt. Chantel Roberts. Nicholas Alexander Russell with distinction. Gareth Cameron Ryan with first-class honors. It is. Jessica Lindsay Shannon. Mohammed Sharif with first-class honors. Leland Christopher Shatford. Madeline Ann Sherman with distinction. Tessa Stamberger. Sarah Nicole Strandholt. Madison Olivia Marie Swan with distinction. Jacob Bradley Swim with first-class honors. Sarah Elaine Taplin. Madison Vallone Tompkins. Oyendamola Ojaki Tende Bias. I don't know if that clapping was for me or for her. I felt it should have been for me. Jennifer Rose Wade with distinction. Kristen McClellan Weed. Dimitri Carl Williams. Alisa Marie Young. Sebastian Zanglini Silva. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Recreation. Yu Wei Chen. Sarah Elizabeth Chisholm. Dylan Michael Claroux. Lauren Elizabeth Como. Max Philip Cook. Danica Ray Cooley. Bridget Mary Adrian Cormier. Lauren Patricia Deckout. Melanie Erica Fingold with distinction. Lindsay Ann Fleet. Leah Fulton. Hope Bernice Gallant. James Robert Grandy with distinction. Jessica Ann Marie Green. Melanie Elizabeth Gunning. Lydia Marie Johnson. Patrick Ian Kelly. Jacob Koska. Colin James Liebold. Sarah Catherine McNeil with distinction. Sonia Elisa Mehi. Rochelle Megan Manette. Christy Megan McGregor Bales with distinction. Anna Kathleen Miller. Julia Diane Monk. Devin Thomas Morrison. Kudawasha Ruth Nazungira with first-class honors. Michael Walter Nisbet. Kaylin O'Leary McEachern with distinction. Megan Marjorie Wiley Olson. Christy Lynn Schofield. Stacy Nicole Smith. Marissa Grace Sutherland with distinction. Megan Lee Toswell. Chloe Carissa Mary Zink. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the bachelor's degree.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree of Master of Arts. Carla Stephanie Moore, Master of Arts in Health Promotion. Sarah Elizabeth Swanson, Master of Arts in Health Promotion. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Arts degree. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree of Master of Health Administration. Julia Elizabeth Bellibo. Catherine Rose Burbridge. Alyssa Erin Decker. Amir Bassam Jarar. Caroline Amanda McNamee. Krista Ross. Patricia Nora White. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Health Administration degree. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree of Master of Science. Ahmed Al-Hadri, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Kate Baldos, Master of Science in Audiology. Brittany Lynn Beatty, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Lindsay Cecilia Blakely, Master of Science in Audiology. Maggie Drew Caldwell, Master of Science in Clinical Vision Science. Shauna Marie Shalifu, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Ellison Ashley Earl, Master of Science in Audiology. Sarah Jane Elizabeth Fanning, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Jenna Elizabeth Hardy, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Melina Harry, Master of Science in Audiology. Jenna Lynn Henry, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Melana Olena Hertzia, Master of Science in Audiology. Ashwarya Prasad Kamat, Master of Science in Rehabilitation Research. Ilyana Kasi, Master of Science in Audiology. Christina Yoon Young Kim, Master of Science in Audiology. Benjamin Daniel McCaskill, Master of Science in Kinesiology. Laura Celeste McDougall, Master of Science in Audiology. Jenna Catherine McGregor, Master of Science in Audiology. Lauren Ashley Morrissey, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Marilee Anna Mozak, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Christine Kyla Osterling, Master of Science in Rehabilitation Research. Natasha Amanda Ray, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Ode Robida Racine, Master of Science in Occupational Therapy, Post-Professional. Sophie Helene Thibodeau, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Bryce Francis Tully, Master of Science in Kinesiology. Amanda Susan Ward Sutherland, Master of Science in Speech Language Pathology. Julie Ann Weir, Master of Science in Kinesiology. Michelle Yong Zhu, Master of Science in Audiology. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Science degree. Madam Chancellor, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is the highest earned degree awarded by the university and as such represents the culmination of the candidate's educational achievement. I'm pleased to present to you the following candidates who, through thesis and examination, have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Madam Chancellor, the awarding of the doctoral degree completes a long cooperation between the student and their thesis advisors. We are pleased in this ceremony to also recognize the supervisors of the doctoral candidates, and we ask the supervisors to stand and present the parchment to the student following hooding. Following the awarding of the degree and hooding, it is with great pleasure I invite our newest PhDs to join the faculty on stage. Barbara Ann Germaine Hamilton Hinch, Doctor of Philosophy in Interdisciplinary Studies. Barbara was supervised by Dr. Katrina Brown, who also deserves a round of applause. Sherry Marie Hoybers, Doctor of Philosophy in Interdisciplinary Studies, supervised by Dr. Joan Evans. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Two great interdisciplinary PhDs. So please join me in congratulating all of the graduates with your applause. At this point in the proceedings, I would like to call attention to the family and friends of our new graduates. We realize that Convocation is a very special day for you as well as for our new graduate. And we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for all that you have done in nurturing these splendid men and women who have just become Dalhousie's newest graduates. I now ask the graduates and the platform party to rise, please. Graduates, your family and your friends have been applauding you all afternoon. Is it afternoon? Morning. I'm sorry, all morning. And now I'd like you to take this opportunity to show your appreciation and respect for them with your cheers and your applause. Thank you. Please be seated.
It's my pleasure to introduce our convocation speaker this morning. Dr. Ann Fenety, as you know, is one of our esteemed professors, a physiotherapist, and since 2013, she has been director of the Dal School of Physiotherapy. Dr. Fenety is also a true Renaissance woman, a varsity athlete, a hobby carpenter, and an avid volunteer, and that's just in her free time. Ann is a proud Dal alumna, likes to tell people that it took her a couple of tries for her to make the Dal Alumni Club. I find that hard to believe. She said she didn't get a spot at Dal for her Bachelor of Physiotherapy and had to wait 2 more degrees until her PhD to join the Tiger team. We're certainly glad that she persevered and that we can count her as an accomplished Dalhousie alumni. It's a great pleasure that I ask you to join me in welcoming Dr. Ann Fenety to address Convocation.
Chancellor McClellan, President Florzone, distinguished members of the Platform Party, this morning's graduates, Faculty of Health Professions, and their guests. I am honored to be invited to deliver today's convocation address. This is a wonderful day, a joyous time, and thank you very much for the invitation, President Florzone. My theme today is what I've called the inspiration cycle. At a recent presentation here on campus, a guest speaker succinctly framed it in 3 very short sentences: be inspired, grow, be inspiring. My talk will be a bit longer. When I was 3 years old, they built a fire station 2 blocks from my house. I wanted to be a firefighter. 2 years later, my parents renovated their house. I wanted to be a carpenter. In junior high school, an architect. In high school, a forensic scientist. That was until the summer of 1969, when a physiotherapist unknowingly inspired me to consider physiotherapy as a career choice. That summer, it started out with great promise. I was invited to try out for the National Junior Women's Basketball team, as well as the New Brunswick Summer Games track and field team. And I harbored secret plans to one day somehow get across the border to spend a day at a festival, a music festival rather, at a spot in New York you may know well now, Woodstock. None of that happened. Training for high jump, I injured my knee, which led to a visit to an orthopedic surgeon, which led to surgery, which led to my meeting a physiotherapist who I've nicknamed Sam. If you'd asked me then what made that encounter so memorable, I'd have given you my teenager's response, which was, she got me back playing basketball. My answer would have focused on what she did. It would have focused very much on the outcome. Yet how she truly inspired me ran much deeper than that and took some time for me to consider. So roll the clock forward about 4 decades to one evening in the summer of 2012, and memories of my time with Sam unexpectedly came flooding back to me. I was driving from Moncton to Fredericton when suddenly the full moon burst through the clouds. The moon was huge because it was very low on the horizon. It was interesting because it was the second moon that month, which made it a blue moon. And the moon was very symbolic for me, because earlier that day, a funeral had been held for Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on the moon. Bear with me, I will eventually link Neil the astronaut and Sam the physiotherapist. In my hospital room the night before my surgery, I had my little transistor radio plugged to my ear and eagerly listened to the radio broadcast of the coverage of Armstrong's moonwalk. The next day, the tricky part of the moonwalk was going to take place, and that was the lunar module was scheduled to lift off and dock with the spaceship Columbia early in the afternoon on July 21st, 1969, the very time that I was in surgery. Twice I woke up in the recovery room and asked anyone within earshot if they knew if Armstrong and Aldrin had made it back to the capsule. Bearing in mind that this was the pre-Twitter universe and there was no hashtag man on moon, no one could answer. I fell back to sleep, and the third time I woke up, I was in my hospital room. I look up, and there's Sam, the physiotherapist. She walks over, sticks out her hand, introduces herself, and says she's there to get me back on my feet. I put out my hand, introduced myself, and said, "Do you know if Armstrong made it back to the capsule?" We were off to a good start because she knew the answer. So that August night, driving down the highway, I reflected on my 35-year career as a physiotherapist and academic and considered what was it about Sam that was inspiring for me and inspired me for a career in physiotherapy. And it was not simply what she did. It was, in part, how she did it. I remember the confidence in her voice. I remember her effectiveness, her enthusiasm, her focus on the positive, and her uncanny ability to keep me, a teenager, focused on the goal. But in the end, I believe that the most important thing, what really impressed me, was her compassion. For better or for worse, physiotherapy departments are largely sort of open concept areas where patients are treated in an open area, and that's largely due to the fact that much of the equipment, parallel bars, pseudo staircases, and exercise bicycles, are kind of one of a kind. So that afforded me the opportunity to watch Sam as she worked and to see how kindly and respectfully she treated patients, most of whom had a far, far steeper path to recovery than I did as an otherwise healthy teenager. And Sam displayed what the Dalai Lama referred to as, quote, a deep awareness of another's suffering combined with the desire to relieve it. That was compassion, and that was what inspired me to become a physiotherapist. So somewhere, somehow, someone likely inspired you to come to Dalhousie and to study in the Faculty of Health Professions, to become an occupational therapist or a speech-language pathologist, a health administrator, or perhaps a nuclear medicine technologist. You have been inspired, you have grown, and you know where this is going. It's your turn to inspire. You may doubt me, but you, the members of the class of 2016, will inspire somewhere, somehow. You will inspire many dreams. You will inspire many patients. You will also inspire future clinicians. And if you do so with compassion, you have an added benefit. In his discourse on compassion, the Dalai Lama went on to say, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. So compassion, therefore, is a blueprint for career success, for inspiration, and for personal happiness. And now a reality check, because simply inspiring future students is not enough. We all need to operationalize our dreams. My dream was to study physiotherapy. My first choice was Dalhousie, but as you've heard, that didn't turn out. So Plan B was the University of Manitoba. In the early 1970s, many provinces offered 2 years, full tuition, room, board, books, and a living allowance for physiotherapy students like me. And my parents could help. Among the other things they gave me, one was what I call the 3-2-1 send-off. They bought me 3 suitcases, 2 outfits, and a one-way airplane ticket to Winnipeg. Up to that point, I thought they loved me. Those bursaries are long gone, and not every family can afford to support a scholar. So many of you who wish to study in just the very disciplines we saw today, health promotion, ophthalmic medical technology, audiology, kinesiology, or others, will need assistance. And nowhere is that more true than for scholars from culturally diverse and economically challenged groups. And I believe that Canadian citizens, public institutions, non-government organizations, universities, all have a societal obligation to graduate healthcare practitioners who better represent the remarkable diversity that is Canadian society today. Students in these groups are as gifted as anyone else in this auditorium, but for them to achieve success and walk across this stage requires 4 elements. It requires that we, society and the universities, inspire them with compassion, recruit them with intention, fund them with respect, and support their health and well-being with thoughtfulness. But of all those 4 elements, it all begins with inspiration. And that, graduates of 2016, is your job beginning today, to inspire. So I've covered the full inspiration cycle: be inspired, grow, be inspiring. But I'd like to add one more aspect, and that is to thank those who have inspired you. And regretfully, I lost touch with Sam before I could thank her. So this is very much my public tribute to her. And there are many on this stage today who have inspired me. But I would like to thank one person in particular. In less than a month, Dr. Will Webster will step down as the Dean of the Faculty of Health Professions. And I want to thank you, Will, for inspiring Dalhousie to become a leader in interprofessional health education, for taking the new and excellent collaborative health education building from inspiration to reality, and a personal thanks for inspiring me to dare to lead. In closing, near the end of his first term as president, Barack Obama addressed the graduates of Morehouse College in Alabama and said, quote, "You now hold something more powerful than the diploma you are about to collect, and that is the power of your example," end quote. I leave you with one wish. May the power of your example be inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fennerty, though I might use that 3-2-1 in my place. Graduates, you are now proud alumni of Dalhousie. In a community of 130,000 plus, with 11 chapters around the world. So if you are in Hong Kong, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, anywhere, find a chapter, reach out, stay engaged with Dalhousie. Ladies and gentlemen, the business of convocation is now concluded. After the singing of O Canada, you are asked to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the auditorium. Graduates, family, guests, and faculty are all invited to a reception to be held in the sculpture court just outside of the auditorium. I now invite you to stand and join Rihanna Robinson, a Dalhousie voice student, in the singing of O Canada. Thank you.